What I am about to show you in just a minute is a clip from Candace Kelly. That is Stellar's legal general counsel. She is talking use case and cash to crypto to help spring the digital economy forward. Now, earlier today, I did a video that I will link at the end of this video where I showed the chairman of the CFTC. If you want to take a look at that video, I'll have it linked at the end, but basically he is echoing exactly what Candace Kelly is talking about and how we are going to move the digital economy forward utilizing Stellar Development Foundation, but more importantly, the XLM coin. I'm going to talk to you all at the end. If you don't want to watch the entire clip, I'll have notes for you. I'll talk about the bullet points here that you really need to understand and what we need to share with others to have them better understand what's happening in the world of digital finance. And this is on CFTC's official YouTube. Check it out right here.
So I'd like to talk about a couple of examples that are happening today. The first is MoneyGram. So MoneyGram has, as you all probably know, over 300,000 agents in locations across 180 countries. They have a very heavily cash-dependent user base. And when they realized that there are all of these benefits from blockchain technology, they created MoneyGram Access, which they are rolling out across all of those agents across the globe. And what that means is that a user can walk into a MoneyGram agent, they can hand them cash in their local currency, they can have that cash sent to their digital wallet in the form of USDC, Circle's fiat-backed stablecoin. And then that person has access to the digital economy. And one of the things, given our mission, that we are so thrilled about is that someone can use a self-hosted wallet with that USDC and send those tokens back home. If in a remittance, I'm from California, so I think of the migrant population sending money home to Mexico. So if that person's mom receives those USDC tokens, one, she can hold them because it's a very stable currency to hold something that's backed by the US dollar. And if and when she needs to use it in the local economy, she walks into her local MoneyGram agent and cashes that out into her local currency in pesos. So, of course, it can go back the other way as well, from USDC back into fiat. So that is I think one of the important things that we have focused on in pursuing our mission is that blockchain is a tool that is not meant necessarily to replace the global financial system, but to enhance it and interoperate with it. And I think that MoneyGram Access example is a really great one to highlight that. So when the war in Ukraine broke out, we were contacted by the UN High Commission for Refugees, who was aware of the MoneyGram Access service and said, you know what, if we can scale that, that will help solve the problem of getting cash aid to humanitarian recipients in Ukraine and in the surrounding countries. And so MoneyGram, Circle, the UN, the International Rescue Committee also helped work on this project with us, spent a long time last year trying to take the MoneyGram Access use case and enhance it with a bulk disbursement tool. And by the end of the year, we were able to pilot that with the UNHCR and IRC to get aid in the same way that I just described. So donor funds transferred into USDC, get into the hands of folks in Ukraine. And if you think about the situation in Ukraine and the fact that someone can be sitting in their home or in many cases in a bunker and receive these digital assets in their wallet, and then they have the power to go either to an agent. A lot of the Ukrainians don't have the challenge of being underbanked or unbanked. And so MoneyGram can help them just do an ACH wire transfer in local Hibernia into their bank accounts. It's an incredibly powerful tool. Of course, there are some who may end up leaving Ukraine and ending up in a different country. So the power of having a US dollar-backed token in their wallet and go into a MoneyGram agent in Poland, Slovenia, wherever they end up, and be able to cash out in local currency rather than having to try and get a bank account and see whether or not they're going to take Hibernia and what the value of that is at any given time is another powerful solution that this Stellar Aid Assist is providing for in the humanitarian aid. So what is blockchain good for? Humanitarian is one answer to that. And then I'm going to run through some of the other ones more quickly in the interest of time. But on the next slide, another answer to that is international payroll. So we are living in a world where there are more and more international workers. There are more and more remote workers who are working in different countries. And being able for companies to be able to send payroll efficiently, effectively, and without increased cost in the currency, whether it's a cryptocurrency, a stable coin, or fiat currency, to workers is also a powerful tool. So I'm going to, you have access to the slides. I'm going to skip to the very last one because I think it's important to talk also about regulated assets. So Franklin Templeton, I think, is the best example of issuing regulated assets on a blockchain network. So they're the first US registered mutual fund that issues tokens. They're called Benji tokens that track the transactions and the ownership of those tokens. And of course, the technology has these additional features that allow them to do that and be able to comply with their compliance obligations. They can approve users before they can hold or transact those tokens. They can freeze accounts. They can have clawbacks of assets. This is all on an open public network. It's the asset that the issuer has these extra controls on that is the power of this technology. So with that, I want to just say that I hope that having a couple of insights into, and there's a few more in the slides, of real world use cases is helpful in this public-private dialogue, because we hope that in working with regulators and policymakers that we can craft enforcement and regulatory frameworks that allow the innovations to flourish. And so we can continue to see this innovating network thrive and reach users and solve the cost, speed, security, and financial access challenges that we see in today's traditional markets.
And so that is Candace Kelly, who obviously works for Stellar, talking about who they specifically benefit with blockchain technology, but more specifically Stellar. We're talking cash to crypto. We're talking about bringing on these ramps. We're talking Stellar Aid, payroll, all use cases which use what? XLM through transactions. They are working with all the big boys, CFTC, Franklin Templeton, United Nations. And let me know in the comment section below if you are bullish on XLM. Drop that X in the comment section below, click the like button, and share this content so more people understand exactly what is happening here in the digital revolution. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to Z's Nature. Z's Nature, right? This person, I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, has been swinging some pretty significant facts to me about what's happening. I cannot catch everything. I do research basically all day, every day, but I do miss certain things. And Z's Nature has came across some things just like this that need to be put out there to the masses. And so I want to salute you. If you all have anything that you want dropped in some of these videos that you think pertain to the world of digital finance and that we should all be very well aware of, then let me know. You can always DM me on Twitter. It's @MoltMoney, or throw it in the comments, or just subscribe and put it in the community tab. That's all I got for you for now. Again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next one.